Get ready for the dictation. Dictation will start in 5 seconds. Start. Mr. Deputy Chairman Sir, we are discussing the budget for the year 1961-62, which is the first year of the third 5-year plan, and therefore it is appropriate that the Finance Minister has given a bird's eye view of what has been achieved during the first 2 plans. The economic review also gives a comprehensive view of our achievements as well as of certain shortcomings here and there. I would therefore congratulate the Finance Minister and his Ministry for placing before us a realistic picture as has emerged during the last 10 years, and the approach which the Finance Minister thinks we should adopt towards the 5-year plan. This is not an ordinary budget for 1 year or for 2 years. This budget should be looked at from the point of view of the beginning of our next journey towards the third 5-year plan. The Finance Minister has been bold because there is nothing secret about the budget in the plan period. The third plan, as it has been presented in the draft form, is before the pupil. There it has been envisaged that in order to see the plan through, about rupees 1700 crores would have to be raised in the country, both at the center and at the central level. So the states which have been imposed in this year's budget were not something which came suddenly. He has therefore to make a bold and courageous effort not to play to the gallery but to be realistic and practical. If we have to go to see the third plan also through, I have been saying on the floor of the House that the tax burden has been more or less increasing from year to year. I do not want to repeat what I said last year, but it is clear from the economic survey as well as from his speech that during the last 10 years the tax revenue of the country, both central and of the states, has increased. Most of it has clearly come out of either excise duties at the central level or sales tax at the state level. We are also not to forget that when development takes place, industrial centers and population increase, the municipalities and the corporations have to levy various taxes. Their revenue generally comes out of what is called octroi duty. Now somebody has got to foot the bill of development, and this will more or less during the last 10 years has been footed generally by the pupil. In this context, one has to analyze the situation and find out whether these taxes have come out of nothing or whether these taxes have come out of something more which has been put into the pockets of the pupil as a result of the development that has taken place in our economy. The survey says that the national income has gone up by about 40%. The per capita income has gone up by 20%. How that has been distributed among the various sectors of the society as a matter which is under investigation, and I hope before long the committee will be able to place before us statistics regarding the distribution of the national income. There is one thing which comes to my notice, and it is this: when we are having a planned economy, it must be based on actual statistics. Our statistical apparatus in this country is really defective. Probably it is in the course of making. If we point out the defects to the government and the planning commission as we see them, they might create a better apparatus so that from year to year we will know exactly where we stand. As the Honorable Finance Minister has stated in his speech, production has increased more or less according to our expectations. Industrial production has increased more or less according to our expectations. Industrial production has gone up during the last 10 years by about 66%. Agricultural production has gone up by 1/3, but if you look at the industrial production from a wider view, it gives a better picture. From the index figures of industrial production that has been supplied, for one finds that there are in this country certain established industries like jute, textiles, etc. If the rate of production in view new industries like the steel industry, the increase in electricity and certain other things are taken into consideration, we will find that the production has gone up by about 100%. Now actually this is the achievement as far as the two plans are concerned. Therefore, in trying to criticize or make comments on this year's budget, particularly, one has to take stock of the situation as it exists as a whole. Certain trends have been visible. The trends show that prima facie during the last 10 years, certain concentration of wealth has taken place. The government has recently appointed a committee which will look into it full stop.